So welcome to another week of a chair yoga practice. It's wonderful to be able to have you join me from my home. So welcome to our chair yogis, our encore ladies, and any of our Hunter YWCA members. Hope everyone's had a great week and they're being really kind to themselves. So that's the most important thing at the moment. Kindness is what's going to get us through all this. So to start with any of our practices, the most important thing is our alignment. So again, getting really comfortable in your seat or in your chair, sitting bones nice and really nice and grounded. Our knees are over our ankles, feet really grounded into the ground, flat onto the floor, engaging our core, relaxing our shoulders and our shoulder blades down our back. Chin just slightly in, and really lifting our crown of our heads. So just invite you now to come back through to your natural breath and just bring your awareness and still the body. And really just becoming aware of our breath and feeling that air coming in through our nostrils and out through our nostrils. And if you can extend that breath on the inhale and on the exhale to a count of 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And then 4, 3, 2, 1. Again on the inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And then on the exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do that one more time in your own time. Now if you'd like to bring your hands to your ribs or your lower ribs and really just focusing, continuing that breathing and noticing those hands expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. And trying to lengthen that breath. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. And then your hands back to the tops of your thighs and just bringing back to a natural breath. Just becoming aware of that breath again. And we're going to, on a count of 4, lift our hands up to shoulder height. And 4, 3, 2, 1 on the exhale. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time to shoulder height. And exhale. Now we're going to bring our arms all the way up overhead for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so to remember, just go to whatever is comfortable for you. We don't want any pain or discomfort throughout the practice. And at any stage, if you do feel any pain, please just come back to our original seated mountain pose. One more time, so to whatever is comfortable for you. If you may only get to here, that is fine. Just coming back to our seated mountain pose. Now now we're just going to do a couple of neck rolls. So just bringing your chin down to your chest and then just rolling over towards the left, drawing some big circles with your chin. Slow movements in rhythm with your breath. And if you're feeling any creaking, remember that's quite natural. We all have that. And in the opposite direction. Nice big circles with our chin. Oh, feels so good. And when we come back to center, just coming back to our seated mountain pose and realigning our bodies. So remember, all of our movements are nice, rhythmic, slow movements in rhythm with our breath. Okay, now I'm going to start with I could do a couple of cat cows. So remember, really tilting that pelvis forward, sliding the hands forward, rounding those shoulders, chin to chest. The exhale, and on the inhale, sliding the hands back, tilting the pelvis back, chest open, chin up. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhale and inhale. Exhaling and then inhaling one more time. And coming back to our seated mountain pose. Next move, it's going to be a movement from, it's really the upper body. Don't want you to try and keep your hips as still as possible. And it's engaging our core and just folding forward. Then we're going to move to the left, back, move to the right, and then forward. You might need to move forward actually in our chairs just to give us a bit of room in the back. So again, making sure your alignment is correct. Feet grounded into the floor, knees above the ankles, and we'll do that again. So it's a hinging at the hips forward, keeping the back nice and straight, over to the left, going back, over to the right, and forward. Try and make those beautiful movements, keeping those hips and those buttocks really grounded into our chair. So it's really a movement in the upper body and from our ribs. Like a bit of a dance move. And we now do that in the opposite direction. To the right, back, keeping that core engaged, to the left and forward. Right, back, and one more time in this direction. When we come to the forward position, engaging our core and hinging back up to our seated mountain pose. Just bring our alignment back and just taking a couple of breaths here. Now if you bring your hands up to prayer, and on the inhale we're going to bring our arms up, and on the exhale we're going to push them down with our palms. Coming back up to prayer, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, and an exhale. The next time we bring our arms up, Bring your right hand down and just stretching over towards the right and really giving that left side of your body a nice stretch. Inhaling up overhead and then back over to the other side. Nice big stretch over to our right side. Whatever your other arm feels comfortable, that's fine. And on the inhale, engaging our core, bringing our arm up and back down into prayer. Just taking a couple of breaths here in prayer. Just coming back to our natural breath. Now on the inhale, just extend the crown of the head to the ceiling, engaging our core, and on the exhale, we just twist over towards our left. On the inhale, coming back to our center, really pushing those two hands in prayer. And this is really a movement again from the top, from the ribs. Really keeping those buttocks, feet grounded. If you'd like to take it the next level, hands on our shoulders. And exhaling, and even a bit further, arms out. Inhale, oops, not a great deal of room there. And exhale, you can twist all the way. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and coming back to our prayer. Hands down onto our thighs, and now engaging our core and just coming down into a forward fold. Take a couple of breaths here, just really relaxing into this. Now inhale, coming back up to a half lift, not all the way, and then coming back down into the forward fold. So wherever is comfortable for you, whatever feels right, please make sure there's no pain or any discomfort there. It may only be to here. And on our inhale, coming back up and back, hands back into prayer. Just taking a couple of breaths here, just settling that body after folding forward. And now we're just going to raise our feet one at a time, just up on our tippy toes. If you'd like to bring your arms back into it, come our arms up into cactus pose, making sure. And if you'd like to lift one leg at a time, inhale and exhale. And now if you can do opposite arm and opposite leg, if you just have to leave it on the is fine. Or you can bring your foot all the way up. Really reaching up. that arm to wherever is comfortable for you. Trying to keep those shoulder blades together, that core engaged. And now we're going to lift our opposite knee and bring our elbow to our knee. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more on each side. And when you're ready, coming back to our seated mountain pose and just taking a few moments just to relax. There's some pretty strenuous movements there and very strong poses with our cactus arms. So just take some time to come back to your natural breath. And if you'd like to move forward into your chair and just ensuring that your sitting bones are nice and steady on the chair, bringing your left foot back under the chair. Now you can either have on your toes, whatever feels okay for you, or your foot flat down. If that's a bit too much, you might want to move to the side of the chair and bring your leg down to the side. Really making sure that this, the right knee is over the right ankle. And extending this hip forward, engaging our core. We're bringing our arms up. We inhale, and this is our peace warrior. Taking a couple of breaths here. Or if you're sitting on the side of the chair, again, or hands down onto the shoulders. It's too much to have them overhead, or down on your thighs, whatever feels right. Or even if you want to do some cactus arms, whatever is comfortable for you. Really grounding that right foot into the ground, really making that right leg nice and strong, engaging that core, dropping those shoulders. Now if you'd like to bring your right arm down, hanging onto the chair, and just stretch over that whole left side of that body. Beautiful stretch. Keeping those shoulders aligned. The next inhale, we're going to come back up, and bringing that left foot forward, really flexing those toes back, engaging that core, and just into a forward fold. For a couple of breaths here. On the inhale, really lengthening, and on the exhale, trying to sink deeper into this pose. And next inhale, we're walking back up, engaging our core. And we're going to swap our legs. So our right foot goes under the chair or to the side, whatever is right for you. And you're either on your balls of your feet, or if you wanted to put the top of your toes flat onto the ground. So whatever feels comfortable for you. So remembering that knee on the left leg is over the ankle, Really grounding that foot into the ground, really making this a nice strong leg movement. Keeping our hips nice and aligned and bringing our arms up overhead if that works for you. If not, the shoulders, cactus arms, whatever feels right. A couple of breaths. Here. Really sinking those shoulders down. Keeping that core nice and engaged. That right hip in line with the left hip. And really grounding the ball of the foot of the left foot into the ground. And when you're ready, bringing that left hand down, reaching up on the inhale and extending over on the exhale. Bringing that left shoulder forward and keeping that in line with the right shoulder. Try and get that arm, either your right ear. Otherwise, if that's too much for you, hand down on the shoulder, just getting a nice big stretch up the right side. On the inhale, really lengthening and extending. On the exhale, sinking a bit further into this stretch. Keeping that left foot nice and grounded. So on the next inhale, going to come back up and bringing that right foot and extending it out forward, flexing our toes backwards, engaging our core, making sure we're nice and sturdy in that chair, really grounding that left leg or the left foot into the ground. And of course, engaging our core, keeping our back nice and flat and lengthening it, and just folding forward to wherever is comfortable for you. You can come down further, fantastic. If not, that is okay as well. So it's a really nice, big, beautiful hammy stretch. Just sinking into this on the inhale, lengthening, keeping that core engaged. On the exhale, really softening and sinking into this pose. On our next inhale, walking our hands back up and coming into a seated mountain pose. And just taking a couple of moments here, coming back to our natural breath and just becoming aware of how our body is feeling after those poses. And now lifting putting our feet onto our tippy toes, onto our left leg. Engaging our core, crown of our head to the ceiling. Now this may be where you come to, if you can, otherwise you can lift your leg up off the ground, grabbing hold just below your knee, not on your knee, but just below your knee. Or if you're down on the ground like this, and we're just going to bring it out to the side. And if you can, hand to our shoulder, and if you can go any further, just bringing it all the way out. Keeping that right leg really grounded into the ground, or that right foot. Extending out that hip, keeping our top half of our bodies just facing forward. Crown of the head and keeping that core nice and engaged. And coming back. Now we'll do that with our opposite. So again, the right foot on tippy toes, or if you can, bringing it up, lifting it, keeping that core nice and engaged, crown of the head to the ceiling, really extending that body, upper body, grabbing up below the knee, and on the exhale, extending that out to the side, the left hand on the shoulder, or extend it all the way out. And now really grounding that left foot into the ground. And on the inhale, extending up. On the exhale, just trying to really sink into this. One more breath. And bringing that in to the center. And then just giving our legs a bit of a windscreen right here. So coming back to a seated mountain pose and just taking a couple of moments. Now when you're ready, you grab, bringing your palms of your hands onto your lower back, engaging that core, so making sure we're nice in alignment here with our pose, feet grounded into the ground. Now we can either have your hands on your lower back, I'll just show you here, onto your lower back, or if it's comfortable, or if it's available to you, or you're not, that's not too much, grabbing onto the bottom, onto the chair. Otherwise, you can grasp your hands together or clasp your hands together behind your back. Whatever feels right for you. So, and now really extending that chest. Keep it chest up to the ceiling, chin up to the ceiling, really opening up. Grounding those feet, keeping that core nice and engaged, bringing those shoulder blades together. So whatever works for you, so whether it's clasping your hands, hands on lower back, or grabbing a hold of your seat. But remembering, really opening up that chest. And taking one more breath here. Then releasing that, bringing your feet out to a wide leg with knees over the ankles and feet and toes pointing outwards. Again, engaging that core and hinging at the hips. And we're just going to do a nice forward fold here to wherever is comfortable for you. And come down onto the ground. We can have you clasping opposite elbows and just coming into ragdoll and just sinking into this pose. Really working on those hips, sinking into that hips, really lengthening on the inhale and sinking further into this on the exhale. So whatever works for you and feels comfortable. And when you're ready, engaging the core and coming up slowly back to our seated mountain pose. Now that's come to the end of our practice. I'd like you to come back to your comfortable seated mountain pose, ready for just our wind down, our savasana, our relaxation. And I invite you to close your eyes or keep them downcast, whatever you feel comfortable with. And just come back to your natural breath. Just coming aware of your natural breath. Just becoming aware and how your body is feeling. Doing a body scan from the crown of the head all the way down to the soles of the feet. Just become aware how each part of your body is feeling. How does it feel now? How does it compare to how it felt earlier? Taking the time to just focus on your breath and how each part is feeling. Just relax. And take a moment to be grateful for the wonderful things in your life. We have so much to be grateful for each and every day. Now bringing some movement or awareness back into your body, just moving however you feel you need to. Rolling shoulders, rolling hips. Rotating ankles. Might need some more vigorous movement. And when you're ready, palms to heart center. From my heart to yours, namaste. Have a wonderful week.